Let me watch for it. And when I know he's really beat, I'll just say, move on. So it should be right after they say go.
Do I even have an option?
Hey, he's picking up, he's going to pick up at least $1,000 today, and it doesn't even have to beat anybody. There's only 5 horses in the race. What?
How's it going?
Now it's cold, but it's going.
Oh.
Cold? Yeah. I can't handle the cold. I'm weak.
I don't like the cold either, but it's warm in here compared to most rings.
They're complaining today. They're saying it's colder in here than normal. They're going to have to look at something.
You better turn off the heat.
That's what I said. The ring guy came by and said that. You got your stuff in your waiter?
You got your coat on now. Oh,
I got like a week in a hurry, eh? Went from nothing to... I might have to tell Lindsay to go get my gloves in the car. The ring guy came by earlier saying that he was kind of colder than people in here. I was like, yeah, right. We're noticing that. Something going on. I said, the ice is good then. Yeah, he said he was going to put them on. I was only 2 of them. Listen, you need to stand in your corner and put that bag in the way.
Sit down for the first little bit, then I gotta keep moving.
Stay awake, eh? At your age, I understand. I just know them. The clock is the key anyway. Solo or whatever. It's a really nice little thing. Came with no plate. And I messaged the company, they know nothing about the gear. They're like, oh, we think we hit everything, but we'll check some stuff. And I was like, probably on the camera, they probably got a bunch of something. And I said, well, it's not, you know, it's not the end of the world. You order the plate, it's like $60 or something like that. So. Only happened to me once. Once in the game, and that was good. So hopefully it's good. Geez, you guys must be tired. Well, I just think so you guys are in the bathroom all day.
Yeah, we stayed here. You say that, I think it's Holiday Inn? We were here. Real main drag in.
What time do you guys get done?
We made really good time.
I was looking at, because I was talking to them on the way out, and I said, you guys are in bathroom talk, right?
Yeah.
Holy moly. I tell you what, you know, and
Check.
I'm trying to figure out what you guys are doing. I just want to try back. I mean, like, it's just easy to come here. There's
Yeah.
stuff like,
We went to over at the same time.
Yeah.
We went at 30
on that side, yes. I don't know. I had these on here yesterday, that's all I got two. Yeah, so.
Yeah, we went at the same time at St. John. We had to leave like 6, 7 in the morning.
I didn't realize that when I was looking at it this morning. I was like, why would that? Like, I don't flew in on the map very well. Even though I did come, I grew up in Iron Shape.
Yeah, you were up there, yeah.
I'm too young to realize what everything was.
Yeah. We initially were even going to say we didn't make that change until a couple weeks after Jamboree. We were looking at the calendar, we looked at it together, and we're like, there's no way we're going to make no sense. And I said 3 and 3.
Yeah, oh, that's too much on the boys.
Like, we're going to be tired.
Check one, two. Check one.
So, yeah, it's going to be way too much.
Yeah.
Because this is here,
You can. Yeah, you can put them in the odds to control the oxes. Well, trouble. Where's your... Put your sweater on. It's freezing in here. Did Mom get you lunch?
She's going to get it right now.
Okay.
She went to go pick up the thing.
Oh, what?
She ordered the thing. Let's go to pick it up.
Okay. Well, stay around here. Listen. Get going, child. She just made 3 games.
check one, two. Check. Check.
She's only 12,
Check
so
one,
she's
two. Check one, two. Check.
Yeah.
Check one, two. Check.
I only got the screen working here on Friday. So I thought whatever's going on the live stream. So last night I was, in all flavor and all that. And then
Check one,
started
two.
doing replays.
Check. Check one, two.
And then every time
Check one, two. Check. Check one, two.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lockdown
what I do for a
for today's video review team hockey league action between the St. John Knights and your Charlottetown Knights. For your information, the locker room is a designated smoke-free environment. Flying pucks are incidental to the game of hockey, so please be aware of all. Here are the officials for today's game. The referees are Travis Timmons and Connor Myers. The linesmen are Jack McKeon and Landon McCall.
That's exactly what it makes money now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it.
Oh yeah, you get more bang for the buck when you start looking. Especially because it changes. Those ones over there, those they just blend in after.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Bell Alliance Center, where the Charlottetown Knights are going to be playing their third game in 3 days. Luke Much alongside Regan McCauley for the call for tonight, or this afternoon rather. Starting goalies, we got Monroe down in the end of the St. John Vitoes, and Thompson in the end of the Knights. This will be an interesting game to see here, Regan. Knights, as we mentioned, 3-3. There'll be a lot of bumps in the road over this one.
Well, yes, this is definitely going to be a test of agility. They won both of those 2 games to start off, but now they're facing off against the St. John Vitoes here, who are, both teams are currently in a tie for first place in the league right now, 10 points each. Now, the thing is, the Vitoes, you would think they're good and everything based on how they start off the season, but they've lost their past 2 games, including against the Northern Moose. So, again, it's going to be a bit of a question of who's going to come out on top.
With Canada wrapped up, the puck will be dropped any time now. As we mentioned, Kiefer Thompson in the net of the Knights. He started off this season 3-0 with a 367 goals against average and just under a 900 save percentage. At the other end, we got Kalen Monroe. He's 1-1 with a 304 goals against average and an 895 save percentage. So both goalies just coming under that 900 mark. It'll be interesting to see how this one goes. As we mentioned, endurance will be key for this one. Both teams' last game have come against the Fredericton Caps. Knights won 3-1 last night here at the Bell Alliance Center. And meanwhile, the Vitoes a 3-0 loss where Zach Riccio was outstanding. Puck dropping, away we go here. Early penalty call. Looks like the Knights are going to be short-handed. An interference call on the play. Looks like the Vitoes, are going to get an early chance to capitalize here as Andy Thompson will sit for 2 minutes, Regan.
Yes, a good opportunity here to start off for the Vitoes. I'll rephrase what I said earlier. What I meant to say, the big question was, will they be able to rebound after these past 2 losses that they've gotten against the Red Hot Knights?
Knights and Vitoes, they're no strangers. A lot of tough and close battles with either team last year. So the Vitoes power play will get to work here as the cycle game begins. Train with it up top on the point. We'll shovel that one over to Ryan. Ryan tries to put one on net. Goes wide. Thompson's there. Morris with it. He's the first man into the corner. Campbell. Puck goes up and into the bench towards head coach Luke Beck. Well, Regan, me and Bo Ford, we talked about this yesterday. What we really love about this Knights penalty kill is the active stick. We just saw it there, Ross Campbell pressuring the defenseman Nolan Ryan, and the puck ends up going into the bench, and a great opportunity for a line change. Knights win that draw as McPherson barely gets that one in between the Vitoes defensemen, and they'll trickle all the way down to behind Monroe. Vitoes gain possession here as Tefekadu will break it out. Old Lennis with it. Tries to push one in front, but veteran defenseman Connor Pierce is there. Kerr with it. Starts the cycle game on the St. John power play. Just over 1 minute remaining now. He's going to work it up top again. George with it. Befekadu. He'll hand it off to O'Blenis. Shot, good save there. Looks like Thompson got a piece of it with the low blocker. Back down low towards Corskadden. Pressured well there though by Justin Smith, the 06 defenseman. Puck up top again, looking for a nice cross-seam play, but O'Blenis couldn't get a stick on him. 28 seconds now remaining in the penalty. Befekadu with it, gutter steps. George with a shot, good save. Thompson, rebound goes into the corner. George just pushing that one back low again. As someone collides into Kiefer, and he looks a little shaken up. That's not good, as Kiefer Thompson has had his fair share of injury problems. Last year he was out 2 or 3 times for considerable amounts, but he looks okay at this one, Regan.
There's a lot of good creative attempts here by the Vito's to try and get an opportunity on this power play, but no one is really in position to be able to finish off these plays. And I mean, statistically speaking, the Vito's only have a 5% power play percentage in the standings. They're better at the penalty kill, but power play wise, just a little bit rough. They're trying their hardest, just not really working out so far.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you want to win, you got to have good special teams, and it's hard to win when you don't. Jonah McDonald tries to shift one in down low as the Knights forecheck gets to work. That's been so good throughout the past couple years. St. John trying to break it out now. That'll be started by Adams. Looks like a hand pass per se, and the face-off will come down all the way back into the Knights zone. We're just outside the blue line, excuse me.
My video not long term than what I'm really shooting, so yeah.
Connor Pierce with it now. We move that one over to AP Drew McDonald, sporting the number 7 white and gold jersey tonight, this afternoon. Pierce does a good job there. Active stick, knocks the puck out of the reach of the Vito's forward. That was Sims. Thompson lays it off to Pierce. 2 former Kensington Wild players moved over to the Knights. Long pass there, hits Sharkey right in the side. Sharkey has the hot stick, Regan. 2 goals last night, looking to continue that.
He has 4 goals in 4 games. It's been pretty good for him as of recently. Will he be able to continue that streak? It's been pretty energetic, very offensive. We'll have to wait and see.
We were talking in the warm-up, maybe he needs to get a penalty first. Last night, penalty goal, penalty goal.
Well, yeah, that's been all about him. Like in 4 games here, he's got 24 penalty minutes. So offensive and kind of stuck in the penalty box when he's not scoring.
Yeah, he's not going to shy away from a battle here as the Vito's try to enter in on the Knights zone. Kerr with it. We're trying to cycle it around, but Knights doing a good job of stopping that as Andy Thompson intercepts the puck behind the net. Puck hops free now. It's going to be a foot race. Carson McKenzie's going to get there first. 2-on-1. Toe drag, puts it in front. Campbell can't finish in the net front position. Puck squeezes all the way back out to center. Here's Justin Smith. Will play that one off for Andy Thompson, and he'll fire that one down for icing with 15:58 to go. Regan, no shots on net right now for the Knights. 0-2.
Well, they got kind of stuck there at the penalty kill, and they had one good opportunity there. A bit of a 2-on-1, a bit of a flunky pass there. Not really perfect execution to finish that one off. Again, it's still pretty early. Lots of opportunities, lots of time here to get back on track.
Yeah, I got to make sure that that pass on that play is right on the tape and not in the feet. Ross Campbell in the corner getting tangled up with the Vito's players. Evan Nicholson would prevail with the puck. Shot there goes wide to the glove side of Monroe. Finn Morris with it. Lay that one off. Matt McLean's pass misses a stick, and it'll go all the way down for icing. So 2 back-to-back icings. This group is going to start getting pretty tired here, Regan. Head coach Luke Beck switching up the lines here. We see Evan Nicholson and Ross Campbell staying together, but Caden McGuigan will be the new winger in the place of Owen McPherson for this one, as Owen's been shuffled around in the lineup. Vito's with it. Kane has it now in the corner. Up top to Defecadou. Long shot, tip. Got a good stick there. That one ends up in the corner. Vito still pressing with it now. Shot, good block there by Finn Morris. Second shot goes wide all the way up to the blue line. And that one will hop over George's stick, and Defecadou will have to come back and cover for him. He dances his way in on the blue line. Takes a shot off the post. That was a scary look there for Noah Defecadou as he walked the Knights defenseman and ripped one off the iron there.
Yeah, great effort by him right there. Right off the iron. Could have had the Vito's first goal right there. Knights just seem a little out of place and a bit tired here so far, like we saw there with the 2 icings in a row there.
I would agree. Definitely a slow start so far for the black and gold. The Vito's definitely the better team here early on.
I mean, you can't blame them though. Again, it's 3 games in 3 days. Not necessarily a full-on excuse, but it's a factor for sure.
A lot of tired legs, that's for sure. Definitely be hitting the foam roller after this one. Vito's evade their zone with it. It's going to be Reed Calder, the leading scorer in the league. Low shot on Thompson, no trouble for him. It's another shot there, good save by Kiefer. Calder's hovering around the net there as a penalty has been taken. It's going to be an extra man advantage for the Knights as Thompson heads to the bench. Brennan Murphy with it. Low shot there in the pad, but the rebound hops all the way up top to the Vito's forward, Searle.
Well, they finally have a shot. Well, literally a shot on goal, and now they have a power play opportunity, so maybe this will wake them up just a little bit.
Yeah, and
Vito's are all over them.
Probably the best guy that you want in the box, too. It's going to be Reed Calder sitting for 2. As we mentioned, the league leader in points, 6 goals, 6 assists for 12 points and only 7 games played. So the Knights power play gets a chance to work here early on. That one, though, evades the zone and ends up coming all the way back to Kiefer Thompson. He'll put it in the corner for Matt McLean, where Carson Griffin will pick that one up. Griffin looks long to newly appointed captain Brennan Murphy, who lays that off to the side to Jonah McDonald. Turns it over, though, and Kiefer's going to have to go for a skate again as he'll fire one up to Matt McLean. Maybe looking for Dawson Sharkey on that one. Not a bad guy to pass it to. Turnover, though. Searle with it. Backhander right into the stomach of Kiefer Thompson, and he'll have to cover up on what's been a lackluster Knights power play so far.
Almost a minute into this power play here. They haven't really been able to get out of their own zone. The one time they almost did, it was only right to the blue line. Not a great start. The energy is all over on the Vito side so far.
Yeah, well, we talked about it last night, the Knights power play breakout. I know that you aren't focusing on it this early in the season. There's other things that you're going to want to look for, as Bo Ford pointed out, but right now the breakout for the Knights power play hasn't been the greatest per se, but they have the puck now. Ross Campbell up top to Finn Morris. Back to Campbell on his favored right side. Shot in and out of the glove of Monroe. Ross Campbell with it again. Lay it off to Morris. Morris and Campbell love the pitch and catch on the power play. Campbell loves that right side high glove shot. Morris floats it into the far end where McPherson is gallivanting in, and he'll get the puck. Owen McPherson will lead that one up to Finn Morris on the point, over to Evan Nicholson. Takes a shot, that one's tipped though. Rebound, good save. Oh, and that one just floated right through the crease. Might have been an early Knights goal, but no sticks were there for the white and gold. Nicholson to Morris. Morris on the quarterback here. Good high tip there by McGuigan, but man, talk about snake bit. Cade McGuigan over a goal per game last year with the Eastern Express. I believe he scored 30, and so far with the Knights, 0 goals and only 2 assists in 7 games.
I mean, that's a transition from being one of the top line players in that team to now being a little bit more kind of squeezing the lineup this time around. Just the way it is when you transition to the next age level vision.
Great job by Caden, though. I mean, the high tip, that's exactly what these teams want. Puck out in front, squeezes in, no goal. Yes, it's in. Ryan Harper scores one, and a crazy hop over the goaltender Monroe, and Harps is sitting there back door.
A lot of bounces on that one, but they kept the effort on to try and get the puck in as much as they could. Yeah, there's the scramble.
The scramble indeed, and who else do you want on the ice for a scramble besides Carson McKenzie, Nathan Campbell, and Ryan Harper? They're all known to go right up to the front. Looks like Monroe dove for the puck, missed it. He got chipped over him, and Harp's Bobby Orr style dives for the puck and hammers it home into the open cage. Justin Smith will fire that one around the boards to Carson McKenzie. Skips over his stick, and now Adams with it. Funny bounce off the boards there. The puck lands right out in front of the crease of Kiefer Thompson. So Knights get one back. Knights get one back here, Regan, and Nathan Campbell's going to take another penalty. He's no stranger to that either, so Nathan's going to sit for at least two. A little bit of a dangerous hit there. It's kind of the no-no zone right on the number. It's going to be interference, so only a 2-minute penalty for Nate.
Bit of a revenge there. Hit there, I believe there was a veto that got knocked someone down in the back.
Yeah, just the retaliation penalty. That's all that the refs are looking for.
I love how I completely forgot the board is literally right there in between the benches. So I guess that's beneficial for replays to analyze goals.
All right, so Knights penalty kill is going to get to work. What was outstanding yesterday. Big block there by Murphy. Captain laying it all on the line for this one to keep his team in front. Thatcher Hughes will take his time and slowly dump that one in. Heads up play by him to recognize the threats on the ice. St. John's going to break out again. Long pass, hops over Corskaden's stick, and Connor Pierce will fire that one all the way back down. McAdoo's going to set up 200 feet away as O'Blennis moving on the break play. Fires it down, heads up job, but looks like it's going to go for icing.
McDonald kind of chirping someone there by the looks of it. He's no stranger to that.
No, not at all. That's Drew McDonald's favorite pastime, is just giving it to the other team. So no zone draw here for the Knights on the penalty kill. Vito's maintain possession. So that Harper goal coming from Nathan Campbell and Andy Thompson as the Knight blows a wheel in front of the net. That was Carson McKenzie. Vito's on the attack once more now as Train has it, and he's going to pick up some steam. Goes down low, turns it over though, and Ryan's not able to get to that board side in time. Ryan now pressured hard by Ross Campbell into the zone. Train with it again. Calder tips that one in. But apparently not before the red line, so looks like we're going to go all the way back down for another icing call. So 32 seconds left on the Nathan Campbell minor for interference here. Knights power play looking to start this one off perfect. Already killed off the Andy Thompson. 2-minute minor for interference. Now working on the Nathan Campbell one. Nicholson hard on the forecheck here. And he'll drop his stick, so we'll have to regroup and grab another one. O'Blennis with it now, coming in, tries to split the D. Good job, though, not letting them squeeze through.
Oh, boy.
And it looks like another Knights penalty will be coming up as Train's going to touch up here. Yep.
Definitely checking from behind there.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Finn Morris for a cross check. So as soon as the Knights get back out to 5-on-5, they got another body going to the sin bin.
Jack O'Blennis there with a good effort trying to get in between the two defenders right there. Lots of speed. Result just did not work out. Great opportunity to try and tie it at the game here, but the Vitos will definitely get that here. Another power play. Yeah, didn't work out the first time around.
Well, the Knights aren't making it easy for themselves. 3 penalties already, and we're just over the halfway mark in the first frame. Befekadu with it. Lays it off to George. And he'll shovel that one in as he was highly pressured by the Knights penalty killer. Peltier with it. Takes a shot, and that's another block for Brennan Murphy. Fekadu with the high one, bounces off the glass and in front of the net, but Knights are there first, so Sharkey will bat that one down. Fekadu is going to start up again. Just elects to dump this one in. Thompson active on the penalty kill, is going to try to clear it himself. Only gets to Pelche briefly before Thatcher Hughes will get over and hammer that one down. Thatcher Hughes playing through a little bit of pain right now. Got a two-handed slash on the ankle yesterday versus the Caps. But I was talking to him in the pregame skate. He said he's ready to go, and it looks like it so far here. Searle entering the zone. Looks for options. Pierce is guarding him well. Pokes it back up to Colby Train. Slide that one over. Adams lays it down low now. Vito's doing a great job of cycling, but can't get anything inside of the home plate area. Train calls for it. He gets it. He shoots wide and high. It was about 5 feet over the net. Adams shoots it. Hits a Knight though, and now they're just going to try to shuffle that one out, and it just squeezes over the blue line, so the Vitos will have to try again with Train.
Some good sacrifice from the players along the against the defenseman there along the blue line. It's been great in preventing the Vitos from getting a close chance. Thing is, if that puck bounces in front of the goal, though, all hell may break loose.
Yeah, well, that's 2 or 3 times that we've seen it. A shot either off the stick of Thompson, off the glass and back out in front, or just right off the glass and out in front. Maybe something to purposely try. I know we saw Connor Pierce last night take a wide shot at, whether it was intentional or not, took a wide shot off the backboards right on the back door for McDonald, and Brigio made probably the best save that I've seen in this rink, sliding over with that right pad.
It's definitely a good strategy in terms of getting the play going and getting someone to be right there secretly to fool the goaltender. But yeah, some goalies can get lucky enough in being able to rob someone, like you just said there. And a good hit by McKenzie.
Well, that's what Karst loves to do. He almost reminds you of Nathan Campbell, but just with a little bit more skill. Loves to throw it around the body, loves to be in front of the net, but he can also put the puck in the back of the net. So the Knights kill this one off. They're 3 for 3 on the penalty kill so far, with help from Kiefer Thompson and Thatcher Hughes, to name a few. Long shot there by Andy Thompson, just misses the glove of Monroe. McDonald with it. Tries to lay it off for Campbell, but he's pressured. 2 men on him. Still battling for it in the corner. Vito's doing a great job of pinning that one up against the boards, just trying to kill time.
Oh.
Puck out in front. McGuigan
Beautiful.
shoots, scores! McGuigan walks the goalie in front. And finally, the monkey's off the back as Caden slots his first one this year.
Great eyes on that pass, and then the dangle, just beautiful.
Well, you can't not be happy for Caden McGuigan on a beautiful feed from Jonah McDonald on the half wall. That'll be McDonald's 3rd assist of the year. But Caden struggled this year. He's had opportunities. He just hasn't finished until now. Puck floated in. Thompson will let that one fly into the corner. No need for him to come out and stop it. George with it up top. Long shot. Puck kind of hops to the side of the net, but Kiefer will hold that one down with the blocker, and he'll take the whistle with 6:12 remaining in the first frame.
A little bit of a near jostle right there between Connor Pierce and the Vitos player, but again, the guy was literally knocking his stick right against Thompson. Pierce is not going to allow that for sure.
Yeah, well, that's Piercy right there. He plays with a lot of heart, a lot of passion, and it shows in his game. Obviously more of a defensive defenseman, but already putting up the numbers this year. Has 1 goal, 1 assist so far. Campbell with it. Moves it up to Caden McGuigan. Caden's going to look for his second. Drops it to McDonald. Shot off the blocker as the referee's arm goes up. And the Knights are headed back to the power play again. Not something that the Vitos wanted to do, Regan.
You're saying Caden's been struggling lately, but he scored a great goal there, and now he just got tripped up, and he's given the Knights another power play opportunity here.
Yeah, great job to draw the penalty and still push that puck off to Jonah McDonald, who uses Caden and the Vito's player as a screen. Yeah, Caden's been looking great this game. Regan probably one of the best for the Knights. Him and Thatcher Hughes are up there for me. Still way too early on though to the side. Puck comes out in front. Murphy hit the iron with that one. Sharkey battling for it on 2 knees, and he maintains possession. Griffin with it now, will lay it off. McLean barely keeps that one in and flicks it over the stick. Knights come back again, low pass down there to the bumper. Doesn't work as McDonald's taken down. He'll go palms up looking for a penalty on that one. Sharkey with it. Lays it into the middle, looking for a backhand opportunity, but Murphy couldn't conveil as he was a little bit tied up there. Murphy with it again now. Griffin on the half wall, up to McLean. McDonald taps for it, he gets it. McDonald down low, good try, but Sharkey just pushed that one wide of the net. McLean again, up top. Tries to put it back as he drags the defenders over, but good job there by the Vitos getting the lane. That one will hop out, and with 50 seconds left, McLean and the Knights will have to regroup on the man advantage. Failed on that attempt though, and they'll have to regroup as Finn Morris, straight off the bench, is going to get to go again, and look who's back out on the ice. The goal scorer, Caden McGuigan, getting opportunities again. Puck hops up into the netting, and Nicholson will glove it down, and there's going to be a face-off to the right of Monroe. So 4:20 left to go here in period 1. Shots are 9-7 for the Knights as they're up 2-0 right now against the Vitos. Still 20 seconds remaining on the power play here. Maybe time for one more rush as Kane's pressuring Thompson, who calmly lays that one off to Finn Morris. Morris will look for Campbell. Campbell doesn't like what he sees, so he'll throw that one back to Morris. Morris to Nicholson. Moves it over. Great job by the Knights to move the puck here, but the power play has expired. Long shot, scores! The Knights now up 3 as Nicholson nets one to the low side of Monroe, and it's 3-0 Knights.
Great vision from the other side of the zone to get the puck over to the other side. And Evan Nicholson, that's his second or third if you count the goal that didn't go to him.
Well, just from watching the replay here at the Bell Alliance Center, Regan, there must have been a big hole there on the side of Monroe, because Nicky was not in a good spot to shoot that at all. But I mean, he found the back of the net, so there must have been something off with that one.
That's been his main spot during most times, especially on the power play. The coach puts him right there, try and get the bit of a snipe on the short side, and this time around he was able to find the hole down low. Remember at training camp he had a lot of shots from that area, and there was one point where he scored from exactly that angle right down low. So it's definitely a sweet spot for him, regardless if it's on the power play or even at even strength if he gets lucky.
Yeah, definitely a little lower than usual, though. He was towards the bottom of the face-off circle there, and he's usually placed up on the top, running the 1-3-1 power play for the Knights. So Jonah McDonald will just graciously dump that one in as his line mates weren't ready yet, allowing them to change and get going here in this one. So 2 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the first frame as the Knights are going to regroup again and try to keep this train going. McDonald to Justin Smith. He'll float one in. Wide of Monroe, and Sharkey's going to pressure the Vitos player there. Good job there by the Vitos player, Pelletier, to sidestep his man and take charge on the Knights. Train with it now. Looking for someone cross ice, finds O'Blenis. Shot, good save, Thompson. Just threw Matt McLean there as he was going all out on the line to block that one. Ooh. Train with it. We'll just kind of push it into the neutral zone. Matt McLean with it now. He'll cross the blue line. Offside is the play, though. Maybe Carson Griffin got a little bit too excited there, and he stepped over the line just a hair early. Well, a much better start here for the Ball Carriers Knights than yesterday. Maybe a little slow coming out of the gate, but, well, they did run into a hot goalie, though, on the second thought of things, but nonetheless, they're up 3-0 here late in the first period. Ryan with it, pressured hard, though, and not with any help in that corner. Up against two Knights, and the Knights will win that one, playing the numbers games. Pierce with it up in the point, shoots through a screen, but Monroe will get that. Heads up play by Piercy to use the Vito's defender, Seth Thompson, as a screen, but Monroe is up to the task on that one.
It's amazing how we thought Knights had to take a long time there to wake up in the first couple of minutes, but what do you know now, with a minute and 24 to go, it's 3-0. It's all of a sudden as if the Vitos fell asleep right here. They have their chances, but just can't really get the puck, especially through the traffic, and can't find any open men if there's any.
Yeah, well, hey, I mean, all it took was one power play. Reed Calder took maybe an unnecessary penalty, and just like that, the Knights capitalize on it, 1-0, and then McGuigan gets his, and then Nicholson gets his just 5 seconds or so after another penalty by the Vitos expires. So we're into the last 60 here in the first. Thompson with it. Crosses over his red line, and he'll dump it in towards the other Thompson on the other team, being Kiefer. 3 Thompsons playing in this game, Kiefer and Andy for the Knights, and then Seth for the Vitos. Morris crosses his red line, they'll fire it down, they'll go for a change. Fekadu with it behind the cage. Trying to find his man, he does with Sims. Sims races in across the blue line. Wide shot there, will go all the way back up to Ryan at the point. Ryan's cycle game starting. Activating from the blue line, tries to throw something in front, good stick by the Knights. Another shot goes wide. As Searle isn't able to maintain that, and the period's gonna expire there. So final shots, 11-7 for the Knights. Final score, 3-0 for the Knights after the first frame. Regan, any closing thoughts on this one?
Well, the Vitos had a terrific start there. Knights were just kind of looking a little bit tired. I mean, again, 3 games in 3 days. Only problem was that the Vitos, every time they tried to get a shot on goal, it would either deflect off Thompson up high or go wide, or it would simply get blocked and the Knights would be able to come back the other way. And then all of a sudden, the Knights were able to get a couple of power play opportunities, and Caden got one, Nicholson got one, and yeah, 3-0 here for the Knights. It looks like as if those 2 other games didn't really matter if we're talking energy and being potentially tired. So will the Vitos be able to try and rebound as the second period will roll around eventually? Just have to find out if they'll be able to get their shots on net.
Okay, so we'll let the Zamboni do its thing, and we'll see you on the other side in 12 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to second period action in the NBPEI MU18 HL this afternoon, where the Charlottetown Bulk Carriers Knights have a 3-0 lead against a familiar foe in the St. John Vitoes. Luke Much alongside Regan McCauley for this one. Regan, a pretty good start by the Knights.
Well, yeah, not in the first couple minutes of the first period, but they were able to eventually wake up, get some good opportunities, get a couple power plays there, and Ryan Harper was able to capitalize on a scramble in front. Caden McEwen was able to get a beautiful dangling goal, and then Evan Nicholson was able to find a low spot on the goaltender from a bit of a weird angle, but he was just barely able to get the puck in, and Knights up 3-0. We'll have to see if the Vitoes will maybe return their energy from the first 2 minutes.
Here, Vito's coming in strong. Great stick there by the Knights defender to block that one out. Andy Thompson was the hot stick there. Nicholson with it, turns and fires, looking for Ross Campbell, finds him momentarily before the Vito's intercept with Corskaden. Andy Thompson lays the body on him. Vito still have it though, coming out hot. Big shot, rebound, just trickles into the corner off the tape of Alcorn. Up top, George with it, long shot, blocked in front. Finn Morris did a good job of tying up his man. McPherson bats that one down towards Campbell's direction, who will just one-touch that and head off for a change, and allows 4 new bodies for the Knights to get on here. McPherson will head off to the bench as well to make it 5. Carson McKenzie lays it off to Justin Smith now. George intercepts and he'll fire it down. Offside on the play though. O'Blenis doesn't know. So some confusion there allows Matt McLean to easily just walk up 150 feet and fire it in. Can't get anything set up though, as Kane was good to jump on that puck and allow his team to break out. But Fekadu crosses the blue line, lays it off for Reed Calder, tries to sidestep his man in Griffin, but Griff stands him up and will float it up to Murphy. Murphy tries to get around Ryan, not able to. Calder will pick it up, but offside is the call with 18-18 left to go in the second period. Another good start in this period, Regan, but this time it's for the Vitoes, who are going all guns a-blazing here in the first bucket of change.
Kind of a similar start of the first period, but you can tell the Knights do have that energy compared to what we saw in the first period there to start off. So maybe the Vitoes are up to something, but again, that's a 3-0 lead that you have to get back on the other teams. So, I mean, there's time, but who knows?
Well, 3-goal lead is the worst lead that you can have in hockey. Heard that multiple times. Drew McDonald will touch up with Caden McGuigan there and take a big body check before being stood over by Reed Calder. Penalty coming up here as Befekadu will, or excuse me, not Befekadu, as Thompson will touch up. The Knights are going to head back to the power play again. This time it's Ryan sitting.
About near flipped the player over there. I'm going to assume there was no puck possession on that one. So Knights will get a power play opportunity here. Easy chance to make it 4-0. But again, the Vitoes have shown to be physical and defensive. So let's have to see. Oh, another penalty.
Another penalty. This time it's going to be Dawson Sharkey again for an interference on the play. Not really sure how that can be called if the puck's right at their feet, but nonetheless, a power play turns into 4-on-4 for the next minute 53.
So everything I just said there went completely away. So I suppose there'll be like a 7-second power play for the Vitoes. That'll definitely be enough time to get back on.
Yeah, great momentum shifter there as 21 for the Knights is going to sit for 2.
Yeah,
well,
scoring a penalty again. The scoring a penalty thing again.
Yeah, at this rate, though, next shift that Shark has, he'll come right out there and rip one in the back of the net. Knights with it now, 4-on-4. A lot of open ice here. Should be an entertaining minute 50. Murphy lays it off. McDonald puts it back up top to Finn Morris. He'll walk the line and hand it off to Andy Thompson, who will take a floater in, looking for a stick. Can't find it. Puck out in front. Murphy doesn't elect to shoot. He'll put it back up to Morris. Morris then does. Murphy tries to go for that high tip play that most teams like, but can't find a stick to it.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a pattern here with the Knights defensemen taking the shot onto a certain area to see if there will be a player lucky enough to deflect it, or maybe get off a Vito's player, or go off the back boards and in front. Some interesting strategic moves that we've seen from these Knights defensemen.
Andy Thompson wellly pressuring Cole Kerr. Kerr with it. One of the two Kerrs on this Vito's team, Chase and Cole. Chase sports the number 18, Cole in 14. Ross Campbell to Evan Nicholson. Low shot there. Nicky tried to squeeze that one, low blocker. Chelly's been playing a lot of Chell here as Ross Campbell will walk in from the blue line. Floats one in and scores. Ross Campbell. Silky smooth hands for number 11 in the white, black, and gold, and that's 4-0 for the Bulk Carriers Knights.
He made that look so easy. With a little, was it too fast on the feet, but the dangling though was just all over. Was able to fool the Vito's defenseman and just took a shot right towards the low glove side of the Vito's goaltender, who was not expecting that one whatsoever. And yeah, Campbell's got a beautiful shot. He either goes high or low in that area. It's more towards the right side of the ice, but this time around it was on the other side of on the left faceoff dot this time around. So a beauty by Ross Campbell. It's 4-0. Not even 5 minutes in the second period.
The two former Eastern Express products linking up there, as they have many a times last year, to notch another goal for the Knights. And Ross Campbell, he's not afraid to score the goal. He's put the puck in the back of the net multiple times throughout his short career. Of course, Gadden out in front. Great save, Thompson, as he's able to go cross crease. Adams with it now, lays it off. Hits a body in front. McGuigan's the one with it, and he'll chip it out. And here comes Carson Griffin on a breakaway. Shoot, scores! Carson Griffin on a broken play, chipped off the glass by McGuigan, and Griff will slot that one 5-hole as falling down.
Great speed there to get the front number 3 defenseman there, Ryan Adams. Try to get at him. Didn't even look like a shot exactly from Griffin right there. Just slides right through the 5-hole to Vito's goaltender. Made it look so easy. But yeah, Adams just not the greatest defensive effort as in the puck going in. So yeah, Griffin's got one here. It's now 5-0.
Well, Carson Griffin, we all know his shot now uses his size to take advantage. A lot of people don't think of his speed, and it definitely looked like it caught the defenseman off guard there as Griff wheeled by him and ended up shoveling one into the 5-hole. Well, that'll be Griffin's. Well, once again, he's tallying up the goals. That'll be Griffin's 4th of the year already. He's up there for team lead in goals, right behind Ross Campbell and Jonah McDonald.
Will now be extended on Campbell's end. It's now 7 instead of 6 for him.
Exactly. Now, long shot there is blocked by George, and Vito's are going to try to come away with it. Vito's maybe not gelling right off the hop like many thought that they would as O'Blennis drives in, but good job there by AP Drew McDonald. Vito's have it again though. Long shot, good blocker by Thompson, who deflects that into the corner. Shot coming in, McDonald tips it on his own net but just misses. Vito's are going to keep coming here. O'Blennis, tries to force a wrap play before the Knights just poke that one out. Well, we talked about Ross Campbell and the hot start he's gotten off to with goals this year. That'll be his 7th goal in his 7th game. I mean, no fear of putting it in the back of the net, Regan. 38 goals in 24 games with the Eastern Express 2 years ago, and then 7 goals in this league as a rookie last year. Knights will break it out here as Griff will just float one in to the corner of Nolan Ryan. O'Blennis with it at the half wall position. Will float that one up to Thompson. Seth Thompson for the Vitos puts it in, but couldn't find the stick of the streaking Jacob Kane. Carson Griffin with it. Backhands one up, but doesn't work, and he's stood up by Thompson there as both bodies hit the floor. Colby trained. Doesn't like what he sees, so he'll try to float one in. Finds Reed Calder. Never a bad idea to float one into Calder's direction. Calder with it again. Finn Morris is on the ice, and Calder's just taking shots at him. Looks like Brennan Murphy also got a couple of shots in there, Regan.
Knocked his head down right there. Bit of a whiplash. And yeah, you were saying there with Ross Campbell, you're saying all those wild statistics that he's gotten in his recent career, and it's no wonder that recently he was called up to the Charlottetown Islanders to play up against the Halifax Mooseheads, and he definitely looked very good, showed a lot of potential for him to possibly be a roster lock for next year. Although
penalty coming up, sorry Regan, as the Knights are going to hit the man advantage once more.
Like to what I was saying there, like Campbell showed, what I saw from him personally was that he showed off his play from training camp, where he wasn't necessarily as offensive. He was more so a physical player, trying to draw his body into the play, getting into those little deep, small areas along the boards, and just has shown off a lot of energy. His decisions with the puck were not the absolute greatest, but then again, though, it's the next level. It's the QMJHL of all levels, so he was just trying to find his comfort, drive his body in. There was one point where he was trying to ragdoll someone because someone else was going after him, so he definitely separated himself from the others, and there's no doubt in my mind that he'll be looking to be a roster lock next year, along with maybe even potentially Evan Nicholson.
Yeah, nerves comes with that, too. His first game in the Q on Thursday night with the Islanders. Joined Brett Arsenault and Jonah Jelly and Isaac Voss as a puck cops out here. Good stick by Caden McGuigan to knock it free momentarily, but eventually the vetoes will clear, and Thompson will just one touch that to Matt McLean. Nicholson floats off his stick. Ryan's second penalty of the game. Interference was the first. Tripping is the one that he's serving right now, with 1:10 left to go on the power play for the Knights, looking to generate some time on attack here in the offensive zone. Offside, so George is going to have a second to clear. He fails to do so, though, and McPherson puts it into Nicholson. Low shot, almost goes after his own rebound there. So McPherson and McGuigan are going to be battling for that one in the corner with Vito's defenseman Jamerson George. McLean to Campbell. Campbell to McLean. To Nicholson. Walks in. Shot, but maybe a stick there by Searle. Hit it off. Now, I know what Evan was talking about. There was a massive hole in that blocker side when he was walking in there. Just like the previous goal that he scored in the first.
He just loves to shoot there pretty much all the time. It's always, if a goalie's left glove, then it's always trying to get on that short blocker side.
And why wouldn't you try to shoot if you're Evan Nicholson? Got a great shot, and I mean, that blocker side looked wide open for me there. Reed Calder plays it off to Befekadu. Penalty expires. Knights aren't able to transpire on that call. But they're coming back either way. Here comes Jonah McDonald now, crossing the blue line. Looks for a streaking Knights player in Dawson Sharkey. Thompson. It's Calder with a pass, rolls off his stick. Drew McDonald's going to match him there at the blue line, and he'll bat one over. McDonald streaking in. Jonah McDonald on a breakaway. Shoots. Good save, Monroe. McDonald tried to put one 5-hole just like Carson Griffin, but Monroe said not this time.
Great vision on that pass. McDonald was right there to use his speed to get to the front of the defenseman to fool them, have them not realize he was right there. It's very well known for that, and there might be a chance here.
Here he comes again, Griffin with it.
Or not.
Tries to sidestep his man in Adams, but he steps up and grabs the puck away from Griff. Pierce tries to knock it out of the zone, hits the yellow dasher, and stays into the Knights' blue line. Corskadden with it, behind the net, tries to drive out in front. Puck's loose, Thompson's there, and he'll cover up with 10:26 remaining in the second frame. Shots are now 18-10, so only 3 shots for the St. John Vitoes in this period, Regan, despite getting off to a relatively decent start.
It's not too much of a massive difference, but then whenever you're analyzing the play and how each team's have done it, and quite literally the goal score literally being 5-0. Yeah, Knights are now all over them after literally the first 5 minutes of the game itself in the first period were all vetoes.
Here comes the vetoes again. Andy Thompson gets a stick to it, and that one will float all the way back up to the blue line. Chopped out now, and Monroe's going to let it go all the way down, but icing was waved off. Adams behind the net, hits O'Blennis with it. He tries to shuffle it up top. Ooh. Good spin shot there by Nathan Campbell, maybe taking a play out of Dawson Sharkey's book. He scored a goal just like that last night. O'Blennis walks in, shoots off the chest of Thompson as he's battling the sun from the windows here in the rink at the Bell Alliance Center. Ryan tries to find a streaking Vito's player, doesn't get it. Thompson takes a swing at it, misses. Morris collects it. Befekadu up at the point. Campbell pokes that one out of the zone, Nathan Campbell, but he loses his stick in doing so. Pass intended for Kerr, caught him flat-footed, so Knights will step up and hit that one back towards Ryan. Kerr with it, tries to toe drag his man, but with McGuigan and Thompson both there, it didn't work. Good block by Morris. Morris and Murphy, then the two shot blocking stallions here for the Knights in this one. Speak of the devil, here is Brennan Murphy, captain for your Charlottetown Bull Carriers Knights, lays that one off to Thatcher Hughes, who just kind of pokes it into the corner where Murphy is again. Murphy's all over the ice here. Puck hops over McLean's stick, so he'll just backhand scoop that one into the zone while Thatcher Hughes goes for a change. Long pass looking for Kerr, doesn't get there, and Justin Smith will tag up for icing with 8:36 remaining in the second frame. So it'll be Murphy, McGuigan, and by the looks of it, Carson McKenzie out there for the Knights. McGuigan on the draw. Going off against Owen Searle before he got kicked out, and in to replace him is Jacob Lehman, who remains pointless through 5 games to start off the season. Fekadu tries to find Searle, but too much mustard on that one. And if that puck keeps rolling, it'll go for icing, but it was waved off at the last minute. Murphy, pressured by Train there, tries to lay it off for McGuigan, who overskates that puck, and Justin Smith will have to regroup. Matt McLean for Justin Smith. McLean lays out his man. That was Lehman, took a late run at him. Carson McKenzie, in he comes. Shot gets tipped by a Vito's defender and up into the netting and out of play.
They try to get lucky there with some patience, getting the shot on, but of course it goes up high on that one. And isn't it just excellent, Luke, that out of all the heaters that we have in this rink, the one heater that doesn't work is the one on us.
Yeah, Bell Alliance Center having a little bit of difficulties here trying with the temperature today. Heard from some employees that it is it's actually colder than it should be for some reason, and I can definitely feel it. Safe to say the lobby is a dream in the intermissions.
I mean, to be fair, the rink they did go through their problems because of the hurricane. That's why we had to have a game in Summerside. But hey, at least we're back in the good old home rink that we're supposed to be in. So that's all that matters. So.
Yep, exactly. Now here's Reed Calder. Lays it off to Kane, who will rim that one down towards third-year netminder Kiefer Thompson, the Moncton Wildcats prospect from the QMJHL, drafted pick 98 in 2021. Maybe a little bit of a disappointing camp for Kiefer. He was sent home in the first round of cuts. I know he expected to go a little bit further. Not really happy with his play right off the bat, letting 5 goals in his only preseason contest with the Cats. But he's been looking great this year. All 3 games that he's played have been against the reigning Telus Cup champions, Moncton Flyers, and he's bet them all 3 times. Of course, Cadden, long shot. Thompson saw that one through the sun. And another shot in on him. Drops it, maybe trying to play it, but the referee blew the whistle a little bit early, so he'll cover up and hand that one to the linesman for a face-off.
Yeah, Thompson's been getting all the all the games against the tougher teams that you think of, yeah, Moncton Flyers, they have had that history of always being the good team, you say, defend Telus Cup champions. Yeah, he does have wins in all of his games played, but the statistics like save percentage, goals against average, just not the absolute best if you look in comparison to, let's say, Hudson Bradley, for example. But again, he's been able to get wins, and right now he hasn't gotten any goal against, and I'm sure I probably just jinxed him right
knock
there.
Knock on wood right now, because if they score, you'll be hearing it from them. Kiefer, obviously the third-year netminder, going to take the bulk load of the more competitive teams this year, per se, as the Knights are gearing up towards the Monctonian now. Always a treasured tournament.
2-on-1.
2-on-1 here for the Vitoes, walking in, shot wide. Not what you want to see on a 2-on-1 as they get it again. Nice high shot there, just misses. Corskadden with it at the half wall, shoots, misses again. That's 3 shots in a row that the Vitoes have just rifled it wide.
There's no accuracy on any one of those whatsoever, but I mean, hey, if there's any way to get back in the game, at least try and get some shots on if you can, like right here.
with it, walks in, tries to pass it, does.
Big save!
And Thompson slides over. Maybe not the prettiest of plays, but Kiefer got from point A to point B, and he stopped the puck from squeezing through him.
Now, based on the score right now, this might just be the game here that might be able to upgrade his statistics just a little bit. So,
yeah, and the goals that Kiefer's let in, they've not really bad goals. I mean, from watching the live streams, you know, they're power plays or their tip shots, right? You can't be mad at those if you're Kiefer Thompson.
And also defensive mistakes too as well. Sometimes the defense kind of just leaves you hanging.
Yep.
A big hit there.
Nathan Campbell gets stood up there by Noah Befekadu. Nate won't like that one as he'll go seeking for blood here for the rest of his shift, but puck floated in on Kalen Monroe, and we'll take another whistle with just over 5 minutes left to play here in the second. AP Drew McDonald out there for this offensive zone face-off. Luke Beck just getting in the reps for Drew as he's already been up with the Knights for a couple games so far this season. He has the puck now, Drew McDonald. They'll look for a shot, doesn't find a stick. No traffic in front there as Harper is tied up. Kerr with it. Over the Knights blue line. In on Drew McDonald again, walks him. Oh! Far side snipe over the glove of Kiefer Thompson. Drew McDonald maybe not as physical as you would have liked on that play, Regan, as the Vitoes get one back on the Knights.
Well, what I said earlier, I guess the commentator jinx definitely happened there, but yes, great speed there from Kerr on the right wing, get around the defender. Makes it look so easy with the puck and then just shoots it where right in the spot where Thompson's not expecting it on his glove side there, so the Vitoes do get one on the board finally. We thought they would early in the first period, but no, just no good chances there. And now it seems like they're slowly getting back into the play offensively, and there's a bit of a stick up high there on Brendan Murphy, but no call.
You maybe like to see Kiefer be a little bit more aggressive and coming out of his crease a little bit more here.
Yes.
On that shot. Looked like he was a little shallow in the blue paint, but can't change that now. Lehman with it. Hands it off, shot comes in, blocked. And the Knights are going to try to break out.
I mean, probably wouldn't blame Thompson a whole lot considering the score has been no goals for the Vitoes for a while, so mentally maybe kind of installed in him that things may be just fine, but then again, though, there's that motto, it's just, it ain't over till it's over. So even though it's 5-1 now, there's still plenty of time for things to shake up, and the Vitoes can get a couple more opportunities on Thompson here, then the score may end up having quite the conflict in these final few minutes, maybe even the third period.
Yeah, and Vitoes climbing back in shots. 15 for the Vitoes, 20 for the Knights as the Vitoes get to work again. It's Befekadu down low, battling for the puck. Wasn't able to come up with it though, as the Knights push that one outside, and they'll make the Vitoes regroup before entering into the Knights zone again. Puck hops over Andy Thompson's stick, and that means that the Vitoes are going to get there first, but high stick on the play. There'll be a whistle and a face-off outside of the zone.
for today's draw. The winning number is 54083.
So face-off will come outside of the blue line to the left side of Kiefer Thompson, who's standing in the sun right now from the Bella Line Center. The sun leaks in a little bit depending on what time you play at.
Have we found the distraction factor?
Oh, exactly. Yeah, that's not helping. And the stats you'll have to put in brackets, sun, in the second period.
I mean, some nice vitamin D, I suppose.
The Fekadu
That's the right one.
can't hold that one in, as he'll have a chat with the linesman about that one, but no change in his opinion, and we'll have another face-off here.
See, now the Knights have season ticket packages for the fans. Is that a first-time thing or no?
No, season ticket packages are available, $100, so get them while you can. Get them right now, actually, to save the most amount of money. You can get them at any of our home games. You can email us at charlottetown.knights@gmail.com, or you can message us on our Facebook. Any free options, doesn't matter to us. But yeah, $100, and you can get into every single Charlottetown Ball Carriers Knights game this year. As Campbell floats a shot wide, goes after his own rebound. Spinning a fire there, finds a Knight down low, and Owen McPherson. Matt McLean, delayed penalty coming up, shoots that one wide, and the Vitos are going to be first one to it. So as Jack O'Blennis touches up, there's going to be a penalty on the call. Head contact. Now whether it's a 4 or a 2 is yet to be determined, but it is Coruscadden. No, it's not, excuse me. It's going to be Ryan again, his third of the game.
Campbell got about crushed right there along the boards, just along the right wing face-off circle there. No idea how severe it may have been, but definitely was a tangling crush right there for sure. So we'll have to see here if the Knights will possibly have another 3-goal period here in the final 2.5 minutes of this second period.
Well, Knights power play is 1 for 4. Should really be 1 for 3, but the 7 seconds on the other power play that turned into a 4-on-4. Cross ice pass in front, good save Monroe. Rebound sitting there and cleared out by the Vitos will cause Andy Thompson to loop back. Good play there, really getting going right off the hop on this power play, Regan. Murphy crosses the line. McDonald with it on the half wall, drops it off to Andy Thompson, who will be quarterbacking this power play. Griffin with it in his normal shooting spot. Thompson takes a shot, tip just wide, rebound out in front. Monroe was down and scrambling, but Vitos were able to clear it for him. Kiefer Thompson lays it off for Andy Thompson. Both up towards Summerside from up there. McGuigan's first one down to the puck, tries a sharp angled shot. Doesn't work though, and the puck will end up at the other side of the ice. Puck hops into the bench right towards captain Brendan Murphy, and face-off will come outside of the Vitos blue line.
Yeah, McEwen had a teammate there coming up very fast to see if he would try to do a bit of a no-look feed, but no, he went for the shot instead. That definitely would have been a good play, but again, bit of a desperation mentality there.
Yeah, on Nolan Ryan's third penalty of the game, 50 seconds remaining. Knights not able to capitalize on any of his penalties yet. The only one that they've been able to strike on was Reed Calder's 2-minute minor. So now they're working it behind the net. McGuigan turns it over to Train, who will try to rim that one, but took a funny hop and went nowhere. Finn Morris turns his man Sims, drops it off to McDonald. Now to Morris. Morris will float one in, but no traffic out in front, and Monroe will see that. So 1:01 remaining here in the second period. Shots are 21-16 for the Knights. 26 seconds left here on the third Nolan Ryan penalties. Evan Nicholson will line up for the face-off, but he'll lose that to Thompson. Thompson and Calder out here on the penalty kill, maybe trying to see if they can come up with something offensive on the PK. Ooh, dangerous pass there, but it worked. And McGuigan will enter the zone, trying to force that one over to McPherson. McGuigan will stand up his man in doing so. We're back to 5-on-5. Ryan's out of the box. Stretch pass here. Good hustle, though, by Connor Pierce to get back and take away that opportunity. Really great job there by Piercy.
It's not enough speed for Kerr to try and go for his second of the game there. Pierce was very ready to just speed down and get the puck off his stick. So great effort by Pierce. He's been having a pretty solid game both physically and defensively.
Here they come again. Reed Calder with it. Drops it off. Quick shot there. Misses the target once more. 5 seconds left.
Oh,
big hit there.
boy.
Ryan Harper hits his man from behind, and there's going to be a penalty on the play. Maybe a charge. We'll have to see. Yeah, charging penalty against Ryan Harper. So starting the third period, the Knights will be down a man for 2 minutes as Harps will have to take a seat in the penalty box for this one, Regan.
Yeah, so the Vitoes will get that opportunity to start off the third period. But yeah, as we saw there in the second period, Knights came in with the 3-0 lead. They were able to extend it up to 5-0. And through the first half, it was mostly them, but the Vitoes started to slowly get back into it, where Cole Kerr was able to score a nice one. Thompson was not ready to be aggressive enough on his shot. And yeah, in the second half, they were able to get a couple more shots on, a lot more opportunities. And then it was just kind of a physical back and forth sort of a situation. Knights had the power play at the end of the period there, wasn't able to work out. So yeah, third period, we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. Will the Knights continue to possibly dominate, or will the Vitoes maybe get back into it just a little bit more like we saw at the end of the second?
Well, Knights fans, welcome back to period number 3 between the Charlottetown Bulk Carriers Knights and the St. John Vitoes. 5-1 is the score for the Knights. Goals coming from Harper, McGuigan, Nicholson, Campbell, Ross Campbell that is, and Carson Griffin. For the Vitoes, the lone goal for them comes from Cole Kerr. Vitoes with it early here, starting with a power play. Ryan Harper took a penalty at the end of the second. A charge. Befekadu moves it around. Cross ice pass, shot off the bar and out. He beat Thompson with the shot, but not the bar. That was the Vito's goal scorer who took that shot. Cole Kerr. Chase Kerr also on the team. Thompson with it. Trying to find that bumper play, misses though. Speaking of misses, Campbell fans on the first clear, but gets it down on the second attempt. 1:04 remaining here on the Knights penalty kill. Befekadu with it. Finds Coruscaden at the red line. We'll chip that over to Oblenis. Good job by the Knights to shut that effort down, but Vitoes are still going to go at it here. Oblenis with it, battling for it in the corner. Eventually the Vitoes come out with it. Calder will take it from there. Gets turned around. No penalty on the play though, as the Knights are just going to maintain their box on this penalty kill. Oblenis down low, looking for a tip, doesn't find it. Vitoes running out of time here on the power play. 15 seconds remain. Oblenis with it again on the far half wall. Up to Train at the point. Train off the boards, finds Coruscaden. Moves it back up to Train. Oblenis wants it. Coruscaden gets it. Shot in. Rebound. Kiefer's down, but a good save. And Carson McKenzie's the first one on the puck. 5-on-5 hockey. Away we go again, but Brennan Murphy sprung the line and he trickled offside with 17:49 remaining in the final frame of this one in Charlottetown tonight, this afternoon.
A lot more passing there from the Vitoes on that power play. There was one shot there. I was walking back here, and then I just heard and saw the ding right there. Close call to almost make it 5-2. Knights tried to get an opportunity coming off to finish off that penalty kill, but Brennan Murphy was just too fast over the line to cause that offside.
Knights working it now down in the Vito's zone. Up at the point with it. Moves it to the half wall. Andy Thompson regains it at the point. Tries to find the streaking forward of Dawson Sharkey. Peltier. Shot in on the chest of Kiefer Thompson, and he'll hold. Shots now 20-19. So the Vitoes are coming back in the shots department, not so much in the goals though, Regan.
Yeah, anyone that'd be tuning in now would be kind of, I suppose, confused in a sense because shots are so close. But then again, though, it was a lot more lopsided earlier in the game. But yeah, the Vitoes are starting to kind of get back into it as the Knights being up 5-1. They may not.
Adams shot in the chest of Thompson. He drops that one. McDonald will grab the rebound, save his goaltender from any headaches here as Griffin crosses the line, drops it, shot in to the chest of Monroe, and he'll hold for a whistle down at his end of the ice.
Yeah, I was saying 5-1, the Knights may not put on as much of a effort because of all those goals, but then again, though, ain't over till it's over, so Vitoes are just trying to get some opportunity to see what can happen.
Knights trying to prevent them from doing so by firing it in and just working it down low right now. Pinned up against the boards there. George is trying to break that one free, and a head contact penalty coming up to number 3, Ryan Adams. Just smoked one of the Knights players in the back of the head there. And that's a well-deserved 2-minute penalty.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they were both kind of. They start off with the kind of the cross-checking, then there's the stick whacking, and then there's the head contact right along the boards, which, yeah, that's going to, out of all things, that's going to get the ref's attention.
Yeah,
so.
That's going to be a 4-minute penalty. Referee
boy.
deemed it intentional. So an intentional head contact is 4 minutes, unintentional is just the standard too.
It's pretty obvious. I mean, they're going at each other, but that's the one thing you can't do.
Murphy to McDonald. Down low, back to Murphy.
Ooh.
Quick shot, good save Monroe. He was in the right spot at the right time. McDonald again on his half wall. Drops it back, Matt McLean to McDonald. Down low now, bumper, cross ice pass. Quick shot there, that was in.
I mean, his glove was kind of over the line. Maybe. It's hard to tell.
No, I guess not. This glove was past the line. I mean, it looked pretty clear from my angle. You could see his glove hitting the back of the post as he brought it out of the net, but the referee obviously deemed that it was no goal. Connor Myers, the official who made that call.
It might have been the case of the glove being on the line. Maybe the puck was just barely over from that angle because it was looked more in, but we don't have those kind of angles or cameras exactly, so it's kind of hard to tell. I don't think it matters too much now.
McLean at the top. Looks for the tip from the stick of the Knights net front forward, Dawson Sharkey. Sharkey with it again now. Leaves it, Griffin down low. Lays it off for Brennan Murphy. Murph's going to curl and shoot. Good shot. Rebound, and he scores. There it is. Dawson Sharkey. He got a penalty, and there's his goal. 6-1 Knights.
I was wondering if that streak was going to continue on, but now it does. Puck was bouncing a little bit there, and he was able to finally get the rebound in, and he will get his 5th in 5 games, and that will be 5 games now when this is done, unless he scores another one. But yeah, Sharkey continues the streak. He was hot yesterday with 2 goals against the Caps, so it just continues on and on for him. It's either scoring or in the penalty box. So what's next? Is he going to be in the box at some point here soon?
Yeah, well, if he wants to score, he better be in the box. Here comes the Knights. Still got 2 minutes left on the man advantage. Scored that first power play goal with 2:59. They're working it now. Morris up top at the blue line. Looking over for Nicholson. Finds him. Nicholson to Campbell. Campbell's in his regular shooting position there. Right-handed shot on the right-handed side of the ice. Working it again now, Thatcher Hughes. Going into the bumper position. Monroe makes that save though, and Knights are going to have to work it around again. Morris takes in a shot looking for Hughes' stick. He was tied up by a defenseman though, and Monroe will cover that one up. .107 remaining here in the double minor, served by Ryan Adams for intentional head contact. 1:07 left to go here in the power play. Nathan Campbell out on the draw will win it back to Justin Smith, and he'll get set up. McGuigan moves it. McKenzie to Nathan Campbell. Campbell overskates the puck, and Justin Smith will have to regroup. Caden McGuigan now picking up some steam here, driving towards the net.
Big hit.
Big hit there as McGuigan was falling. Train followed through and shot him down to the ice. Puck out in front now. Nathan Campbell with it. Turning. Drops it down to Harper, who flies by him. Puck shot behind Nathan Campbell and down the ice. Justin Smith will be the first one there with 25 seconds remaining on the Knights' power play. Good pressure there, though, by Seth Thompson. Kills off even more time here, but Nathan Campbell eventually shields the puck and will move it up.
Oh, my.
Carson McKenzie weaves that one in, looking for Connor Pierce, who's going to activate from the blue line, and he wins the puck, tries to force one in, hopping out in front. It's a 1-on-3, Connor Pierce, and he's still able to get a shot off.
Vito's players are not scared at all to use their sticks, whether it's whacking or trying to check someone in the boards hard. They're kind of getting a bit of a momentum from the head contact penalty there. That's probably not the smartest thing to do. But then again, it's being physical, so you got to do what you got to do.
So 13:47 remaining here in the final frame of this Sunday afternoon contest between the Knights and the Vitos. 6-1 is the score. Only third period goal coming from number 21, Dawson Sharkey, who moved over to the Knights from the Kensington Wild last year. Joins a couple others on the Knights who've done that. Kerr with it. Pressured well, though, by Sharkey and Andrew Thompson. Pierce is going to be the first one to the puck. Befekadu holds up on his hit. And Ryan comes back to retrieve it. Calder just tips it in, and he'll go off for a line change. Didn't like what he saw. Pierce now tries to push that one up towards Jonah McDonald, but it takes a deflection, and now Colby Train with it in his own end. Sims activating, trying to force that break play that we've already seen a couple times this game. Didn't work this time, though. Griffin. McDonald now has Murphy streaking in. Donald wasn't able to see a lane, so he just batted it towards the end goal. Morris sidesteps Sims. Matthew Sims has a total of 0 points through his first 5. Looks like he'll continue in this one unless things change here in the final 12 and a half. Cade McGuigan drops it off. Long stretch pass was fanned on there by Matt McLean. Didn't get to the man that he was hoping for as Finn Morris comes back for it. Brennan Murphy at the blue line crosses over to Carson Griffin. Griffin in on Ryan. Will try to take his man. He does. Tries to put up a little short side shot, but doesn't get there as the Vito's pressure is good. Befekadu off the glass and out. Morris just outside of the blue line, so he can't skate it over, so he'll just elect to toss it in on goal. Befekadu again with it. Smooth skating defenseman for the Vitos. One of the best players on this Vitos team in my opinion. He'll be manning the blue line, and he has the puck now before it briefly hopped over his stick. Ross Campbell hard on him. Stick lifts, turns it over to Nicholson, but the linesman says offside, so a whistle will take place.
Inches away from potentially getting the shot on goal for his second of the game, but no, just a little bit too far off there. Nicholson. Good play by Nicky, though, trying to hustle in. Just wasn't fast enough, though. I'd like to see what could have came from that. Maybe a second of the game. Loose player in here was O'Blenis, but good job by Thompson and Justin Smith, both of them hustling to get back here. Puck loose in the corner. Thompson doesn't know where it is. Now Smith is pressuring O'Blenis here before he pokes it up to the blue line. High shot there, gets tipped up and out of play into the netting, and face-off will stay inside to the left-handed side of Kiefer Thompson. Well, Blenis has definitely been one of the top players here today for the Vitos. Lots of speed, lots of hustle. Just hasn't really been able to execute on finishing plays and opportunities. Does have 5 points in 7 games. Well, might be 8 now, I suppose. But yeah, he's been having a good one. Just can't really finish off well in any chances he gets.
Another puck up into the protective netting. This time the netting protecting the brand new video board here at the Bell Alliance Center put in place for the Canada Games, but also thankfully for our games as well, able to show some replays here. As the puck gets turned over, Thompson. Pierce trying to hustle back to recover from his mistake. Thompson gives Pierce a couple shots on the back while he's down. Ross Campbell now trying to break free from the back checker and Kane. Does so momentarily before Train tries to take a run. Nothing prevailed from it, though. Drew McDonald trying to protect the puck from Reed Calder. There's another example, Regan. Vito's being really stick crazy here.
Stick happy all the way. They're just whacking at anyone they possibly can at this point.
Hand pass is the call, so face-off will come outside of the zone as Thompson, and by the looks of it, Ross Campbell having a little high. How are you? Ross with Reed Calder.
Penalty? Or is he just going off? Yeah, he's just going off.
Yeah, just going off. Two of each team's top players as Campbell still hasn't stopped talking.
League leading scorer just not having a very good game here today whatsoever.
Knights have done great to shut him down as puck goes in the feet of Harper. Finn Morris will recover it for him, and they'll move that down to Nathan Campbell. One thing about all the Campbells on this team the past couple of years, they've all loved to talk. Nathan, we know he's not afraid to do it. Ross, him neither. And especially Jude Campbell too, now graduated onto the Rimouski Oceanic, scored his first goal last week with the big club. McLean long shot. Monroe was nice and aggressive there, and he got a pad to it. Nathan Campbell with it. Loses it though, and Cyril's gonna come out with this one. Long flipper in on Thompson. Maybe a curveball kind of hopped in and out of the glove of Kiefer, but the Knights are gonna just use that to go the other way. Nathan Campbell tries to put that one in to the back behind the net. Oh, and he'll pick it up himself. Carson McKenzie left it for him. Spin, shot, good save. Monroe, rebound sitting out front, but
no one there.
Thankfully, Peltier's there for the Vitoes, and he'll bat that one out and around. Smith tries to go off the boards, hits another Vitoes player up into the netting, and we're going to have another stoppage, another whistle, and another puck drop.
There's a very good screening there by Jonah McDonald to use his tall posture to block off the player and have his teammate get the puck there on the Knights bench. That was interesting analysis there.
Train with it. Smith now for the Knights.
Penalty.
Vito's player gone down, and there's going to be a tripping penalty. That was Matthew Sims who drew that call, so the Vitoes are going to go to the power play on a Thatcher Hughes 2-minute minor for tripping.
If you're going to get a shot off the iron this time, might as well try and put it bar down if you can. That's what happened on the last power play for the Vitoes. 8:58 remaining.
Shots now 26-21 for the Knights. As Befekidu's just going to rim that one down, looking for Kerr. Kerr, Thompson now. Back towards Kerr. Befekidu's going to have to pinch to keep it in. He doesn't want to, so the puck evades the zone.
Good hustle by McDonald there.
McDonald and Sharkey both doing great active forwards on the Knights PK, as Sharkey will head off and Brennan Murphy will come on. Thompson now again. Cycling the puck, the Vitoes. Got to get something inside that home plate area though. Haven't been able to so far. Kerr, the half wall again, drops it down low. Maybe a stuff play. Kerr with it again. Befekidu up top, takes a shot, good tip there. Good save by Thompson. Christ ice. Oh my goodness gracious, we're going back and forth here. Cross ice play, good save by Thompson.
Oh, the speed.
Jonah McDonald 2-0 with Brennan Murphy. McDonald shoots. Monroe with the save there. Not even sure if Jonah knew that Brennan was with him. Didn't even look over towards that way, but nonetheless, a crazy scramble down in the Knights' end prevails for the Knights as they get a 2-0.
That was fantastic momentum from there. Big
hit
hit
there. Brennan Murphy, the captain, lays out Cole Kerr. 30 seconds now remaining on the Thatcher Hughes penalty. Thompson one-hands that to Pierce, who will try to push that one off. Vito's with it again. Still haven't gotten anything inside. They just about did there, though. Kerr with it again. Chase Kerr now, 18, not 14. Quick 1-2 play. Good shot there and a shovel play, but nothing happens as the Knights penalty killers stop that chance. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey here. Thatcher Hughes exits the box. Puck goes out of play, and we'll have another whistle.
Yeah, the Vito's power play percentage is pretty much showing up to this game. Just pretty much every opportunity that they can get, it always ends up being a scramble where the puck does not go their way. That's for sure. Knights' defensive efforts have been very excellent on every penalty kill that they got. I mean, their percentage is one of the better ones in the league for sure.
And you know, that power play is a lot better than others. Finally got something inside on Kiefer Thompson, and it caused some trouble there. You saw a couple scramble plays there, and who knows, I mean, anything can happen those scramble plays. Maybe next one you get, there's a bounce that goes your way, and it ends up in the back of the cage.
Well, that's what you were saying. Thompson's aggressiveness, you were saying wasn't the great. It hasn't been the greatest thing ever. I mean, we saw what happened with that one Vito's goal that did happen from Kerr, so yeah, and it might end up being getting on him on the bad end at some point. So far hasn't, though.
Ross Campbell flips one in towards McPherson. Monroe tries to cover up, isn't able though. McPherson will knock it free. Campbell tries to leave it for McPherson, but he was held up behind the net. And now Sims has it again. Sims tries to enter in the zone. Morris will slow him down momentarily. Morris has it hop over his stick, and Ross Campbell has to regroup for the Knights. Ross Campbell, flip play that the Knights love to do. Was looking for Evan Nicholson there, but it just hopped over Nicky's stick, and now the Vitoes are gonna get a chance to do something else here. Befekadu drops it there for George. George crossing over, tries to chip one up to Thompson, but that goes just by him, and Drew McDonald will be the first one there. Carson McKenzie in there with Drew McDonald, who gets a couple good shots on the back from Thompson. The 2 sevens going at it. Drew McDonald will finally prevail. Ooh, here comes the Knights. Ryan Harper with a shot, just misses on the glove side, and he'll take out his man after the play. That was Befekadu. Thompson back, toe drag on Drew McDonald, but he's able to almost do a hip check there, Regan.
Players are flopping all over the place in these last couple of seconds here. It was both Vitos that had some happen on one end and the other end.
Yeah, well, hits are being thrown for sure. Smith. Sharkey now. Lays it off. Thatcher Hughes drops it for Sharkey again. He'll shoot. Puck was on the edge there.
Oh, boy.
Now it's going to drop over to O'Blenis. He's in. Pass Smith. O'Blenis in on Thompson. Puck's rolling. Kiefer will just paddle out into the side. Another shot. Good save by Kiefer again. This time on Alcorn. Sharkey now. Back with it. Back and forth hockey here, Regan, in the final minutes of the third.
O'Blenis' speed once again took advantage for like the third or fourth time there. But again, just with the puck, just it bounces all over the place, and it's just not smart moves at all.
Penalty coming up again to the Knights. It's going to be another interference call. Not sure who will be going to the box, though. I didn't see. Sharkey. It looks like Sharkey. Well, at least we know that he's going to score again.
Of course. It happens every time.
So Shark will sit for one more here. Sharkey, as you mentioned, he's a goal per game now, Regan, and maybe once he gets out of the box, there'll be 2:25 left, and
make that a goal. Make that a goal and a penalty per game.
There you go.
Ruthless.
He's leading the team in penalty minutes right now. Morris, first one back to it, and he'll fire it only to Befekadu, though, who intercepts at the blue line. Gives it to Korskaden. Him and O'Blenis kind of overlapping there. Befekadu, one touches to O'Blenis again. Tries to walk his man Morris. Does before him and Andy switch. So Andy on O'Blenis now before he fans in the puck. Just keeps it in on the blue line. Griffin will get it, turns and fires. And he'll send it down with 30 seconds already killed off of the penalty. Befekadu holds up, dumps in towards Thompson. O'Blenis. Befekadu. O'Blenis again. Cross ice feed. Calder. Shot. Good block there, though. Connor Pierce was in the way of that wrister. O'Blenis again. He's been all over the ice on this power play, but nothing's come from it. Befekadu hit to the ice by McGuigan. Tried to pick up the loose puck. Wasn't able to. O'Blenis has it again, and he's going to go for a skate. And momentarily, puck rolled on him again. Regan, that's the third or fourth time that we've seen it roll, and just on O'Blenis at that.
Just keeps on happening with him. It's all speed, but the puck just nothing.
Almost like he's faster than the puck at this point. Thompson now crosses the red line, dumps it in. Thompson to Kiefer Thompson. So keep that puck rolling all the way around the zone. Train. Down low. Andy Thompson now. Vito's maintaining some solid pressure here as the power play's ready to expire. 6 seconds left, and it's going to be a foot race for it. Nope. McKenzie eventually bails out a little bit. So he realizes he couldn't get a clean break. Sticks are tangled, bodies are flying. As McKenzie and the captain of the Vito's, Jacob Kane, get into it a little bit. Thompson with it again. In between the legs move. Nothing prevails from that one, though, as Smith got his stick to it and deflected it out of harm's way. Alcorn will hit Andy Thompson to the ice. Puck evades to Befekadu at the blue line. Befekadu again with it. He's played a lot of minutes tonight, Regan, heavily relied on by this Vito's coaching staff.
I mean, the only really notable thing from him through this game is us pronouncing his name in such a cool way. Befekadu. That's a great name, not gonna lie.
Definitely takes you a second to figure out how to say it the first time that you see it. But
the pronunciation and just how it sounds.
Nicholson in the corner with it. We'll look to Pierce at the top of the boards. Doesn't pass it in time, though, and Alcorn will easily steal it from Nicholson, and he'll enter the Knights zone.
Oh, he's getting crushed.
Pierce takes a run at him just moments after Nicholson did. Befekadu with it. Shot off the bar. Looked like maybe not the post, but the back of the bar along the ice. Ryan with it. Good puck movement here by the Vitos as Befekadu will give it to Peltier. He'll take a step back and then he'll give it back to Befekadu, who looks for Sims, doesn't get it though. Pierce intercepts and Ross Campbell has it now. Feeds it into the middle. Good play there. Nathan Campbell tries to shovel one on, but that one just floats a foot wide. Pierce. Long shot there. Just misses. Looked like the shot he took last night that ended up with a prime Jonah McDonald scoring opportunity. Sims with it. 45 seconds to go. Sims shoots. That one gets fanned away though. Sharkey with it now. Out of the box and he's on the ice. Might be 7-1 here, Regan. Sharkey can stay on for the rest. On with Jonah McDonald and Nathan Campbell. McDonald has it. Sharkey's floating out top. He has it shot. Oh, I thought that was it, Regan. I thought that was it.
The pattern would just continued on and on.
Peltier looks cross ice to Calder. He finds him. Morris tries to play the body on him. Awkward shot in, but Kiefer Thompson makes the save as the net comes off its borings with 16.5 seconds left to go in the third period.
Yeah, Calder tried to finally get something on the board for him to continue his league-leading statistics, but
and the Knights power play is going to prevail here. No, wait. Yeah, Knights power play here as O'Blennis has been tossed from the game for an unsportsmanlike. Give him a 2 and a 10 by the looks of it.
And I guess not surprising he goes off with a broken stick because he's got all the speed, but then with the puck it's just all over the place, stick or puck.
McGuigan touches that one up and George will get it and retreat to his own behind the net. Carson McKenzie getting lots of shots in the back by Chase Kerr. As time expires, he'll have a few words, but that will do it. Knights will take this one by a score of 6-1 here in the third period. Regan, a pretty good effort for the third game in 3 days for the Knights. They go 3-0.
Yeah, some great agility, great efforts by them overall. Some fantastic determination. Kind of a bit of a weird start again in the first period, first few minutes as the Vitos look to have the better advantage, but then what do you know? Knights go on to score 6 goals. They only get 1. So kind of a similar pattern that we saw in our first game together back in Summerside. Just some turbulent play back and forth. There'd be that one team that would dominate at one point, and just, penalties would go galore at some point. There's just a bunch of patterns that just kept happening on and on. But yeah, Knights go 3 for 3. Excellent effort by them. And the Vitos, unfortunately, will now be on a 3-game losing streak.
So on behalf of the team at UMI Sports, my color commentator Regan McCauley, and myself, Luke Much, we thank you for listening along here on this broadcast, and we'll catch you next time.
Adios.